Welcome back to another episode of the Omni Geekcast, family-friendly discussion of comics, games, movies, music, and other fandoms. And John, we always start with doing the things, and we have been doing some things this weekend.
This should be pretty simple. It's been one major thing that we've been doing.
Yeah.
It's our kickoff, man.
Right.
This is the official launch of the Omni Geekcast. We've been hanging out at TupeloCon, meeting a lot of people, rubbing some elbows, and staring at some other people that are walking around dressed as some of your favorite characters.
Yeah, we've met all kinds of famous characters this week, and we got a chance to speak on a con. And what you're going to hear for most of this episode is the audio from the panel that we spoke on yesterday, and so that'll be the main topic basically. But we did want to just say a little bit about what we've been doing. We've just been hanging out at the convention. I've done a few interviews with some of the guests, and you'll hear those in this episode too. But all of those files will be spliced in. So I've gotten all that audio together. Now I just got to put it all in the right order, and you'll be hearing all of that throughout this episode.
Hopefully, you've been able to keep up with us on social media, and we've been posting a lot of the photos that we've seen, some of the characters that we've seen. It's been a really good time. I haven't heard what the official numbers are yet, but I expect it to be pretty up there.
Yeah, it's been. I've heard that it does seem to have grown again this year. It hasn't felt as crowded as it has been in the past, but that is because they have twice the space with it. So that has kind of helped it to adjust to it. But yeah, one of the things we wanted to try to do is just start to do things to get the word out about the podcast. And this is really our first big day. We got so lucky. John and I, we were talking about that we were hoping that one of these days we could at least be famous enough to speak on a panel at a convention, and this is the first one, and here we are speaking on a panel.
Absolutely, it was a lot of fun. I had a good time. We enjoyed it and had some feedback from the audience, and that's always encouraging when you get some feedback and they're agreeing with the things that you're saying, and they give some encouragement along the way.
Yeah, anytime you're speaking to any kind of audience and you see audience members just kind of nod yes in agreement, you get that extra little jolt, like, okay, this is, not only are they agreeing with me, but then that kind of motivates you to like, okay, I'm doing a good job. So, but yeah, we appreciate everybody that came out for the panel, and we have had so much fun at the convention, seeing the cosplayers. And I mentioned before, like, there's a difference in a professional cosplayer and somebody that just wears a costume. Right. We've seen both this weekend.
We have, but there is a difference. But there are some of these guys that are amateurs that are actually really good.
Yeah, they are. You can tell that they spend plenty of time on their cosplays, and you'll hear in the interview a couple of the cosplayers that I talked with. They were saying that that's the biggest thing. That's one of the biggest things is just take the time, spend the time, whatever you're doing, but especially something like cosplay. You spend some time on it, and people can tell the difference. And like we were saying, you can definitely tell the difference. And I'm sure you can hear, if anybody's listening right now, you can hear people kind of walking around and talking in the background. We're right here on Podcast Row at the convention. Things are kind of winding down. This is Sunday afternoon, so it's not nearly as hectic as yesterday, but still a lot going on. But anyway, we said we've been doing the things. There are a lot of things we've been doing at the convention, but yeah, the one main thing is we've been here at TupeloCon this weekend, and we've had a blast.
Absolutely, and another thing to keep in mind too is we've been really pushing to give away that Nintendo Switch. We have yet to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark on YouTube yet, so make sure that you're sharing that information so that we can get that Switch away.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we would hit it this weekend or not. Of course, we had no idea what to expect really from the sub count this weekend. But we've gotten a few extra subs, and we're excited about that, and we hope that nobody's going to unsub, and we hope that you're still listening after a little while, that you at least like what we're trying to do. And yeah, like John said, just because we didn't reach it this weekend, it will happen eventually. And whenever that happens, we're going to give away this Switch. So that's what we want to do. We don't want to keep it or return it. We want to give it away to somebody.
Yeah, it's already paid for, so we
Right.
don't want it just to sit there and collect dust.
We went and picked it up. You don't have to spend a thing on it, and that's going to be hard to find a better deal than that.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, like we said, we're starting to wrap some things up here at the convention this weekend. But as I mentioned in this episode, you're about to hear some different audio, and the biggest one will be the panel discussion that we had. But then you're going to also hear interviews with some different guests at the convention. But guys, I hope that anybody that's thinking about coming to a convention or interested in any of this pop culture stuff, if you're here in Tupelo, come to TupeloCon next year. Don't miss it.